and paste it somewhere at this extreme edge, but I'm going to rename it to column type 1. This column is one that continues to the first floor. Copy column type 2. This should be column type 2 because this one doesn't extend to the first floor. Copy this. We have the one that cantilevers in front. This is just a small cantilever. Okay, column type 3. I will copy. I'll make it the one with the longer cantilever, column type 4. Okay, this is good. Then I'll place them accordingly. There will be a column type 1 here because it continues to the first floor. Column type 1 continues to the first floor, continues to the first floor, continues to the first floor, the first floor. And this one cantilevers by 1.3 backwards. So that's a C4 column. C2 stops in the ground floor, or doesn't reach the roof level. It comes here, and this one cantilevers forward. I'll call it column type 3. The next thing we'll do, we'll create another layer. We'll call it excavation. Let's close this. Make a straight line from one column point to the other. You pick on it. Set a layer to excavation. Select this. Then we'll set it by half the excavation trash, which is going to be, I'm going to be using 337.5. Hit enter. Do this. Do this. And I'll make another line in the other direction for the excavation trench in the Y direction. Select. Make the layer excavation. Offset, same amount, and left. So I'll pick on the excavation lines, the middle ones, and delete them. Okay, pick on these two, and I'll copy it. Just watch this. Watch this. I'll do the same for the Y axis. Copy and copy. Okay. Now it will be to trim the lines that go through the pad base. To do this, just pick on the pad base. Select, right click, select similar. Here you hit on trim. After hitting on trim, you pick the elements you want to delete. I think I'll delete this one, delete this. I'll keep doing it continuously until I'm done. Just watch it. To be best, we just draw a window around. Let's see this. then escape. Oh, I think I need an excavation trench here. Copy and do this. I'll move this a little bit upwards. Click trim and hit right click. 1, 2. I think this is okay. Now, why do I have to place each element in a layer? So that you can actually make a modification to all the elements at the same time. Now, I can click on this, just one, and right click, select similar, select all the lines I need. So I can either make them a little bit thicker, make it faint, it's all my choice. But I'll copy this, the entire project, Ctrl C, come to my template, paste it at the bottom here. This is okay. Now do my modifications. I'll pick on my foundation pad, select similar, come to block. Oh, let's use another color. Then I want to use blue, make it a little bit thick. Let's say 40. Now escape, pick on my excavation, select similar. I want it to be dotted lines. I'll select this and escape. I'll pick on my text, right click, select similar, ensure no other element is selected. This is my column template. You can use this. And my staircase templates. And I'll change the style. I have a style installed here. I'm going to use style. Let me zoom in a bit so I can see clearly. I'm going to use style 1. Pick on style 1. I use a font of maybe 90. Oh, 90 is too small. This is 150. 150 is okay. And I'll move it a little bit to the left. Okay, this is good. Now you notice I make these dotted lines and it's not visible. I'm going to adjust my L2 scale. To adjust your L2 scale, just type L2 scale on your keyboard. Hit enter. Let me increase the value to maybe 100. Nothing changes. I'll hit enter again. Increase the value to 1000. Now this is perfect. Dotted lines for the excavation and the thick blue lines for the pad foundation. And this will be my foundation plan. Next will be to transfer this information to the sheet. We'll do this. We'll come to your front page. You can adjust anything you want to adjust here. I have my property page. I have this okay. Then I'll right click on my property page to create a copy of it. You move or copy. Select move to end, create copy, and you click OK. So it creates a new copy. So I'll double click this and give it a name. I'll call it my foundation layout. Okay, foundation layout. And I'll delete this. Start by deleting this viewport. Pick on this title, click on this title. I'll name it foundation layout. I can move this a little to the left. Okay, I'll zoom in a bit. I'll take on my line command, maybe just do this. Okay, let's arrange this properly. Okay, this is fair. And I'll copy this, move it a little bit upwards, double click to change text, and I can write my scale here, scale 1 to 100. Okay, this is fine. And I'll do the same for this scale here. The next thing will be to import our view. I'll come to layouts, click layout, rectangle. I'll draw a rectangle on the screen. Now double click the screen. I'll zoom in to my layout. I'll come down here to scale. I'll pick on 1 to 100. And if you notice, we have the grid lines hiding. So I'll go back to my drawing by double clicking the screen, the empty part of the screen. I'll come to model. I want to bring this a little bit lower so I can see it on the screen. Best and the fastest way to do this is to just draw a rectangle on the screen. Click on trim, right click, and trim the middle. And let's remove the rectangle and the lines above. Drag these ones, click on move, and I'll move it here a little bit lower. Come to my foundation layout. It's fair now. Let me drag it down a little. I'll do the same for the bottom. I think this is nice. The next thing we'll do is to create a legend for our foundation plan. I'll zoom in a bit. Just the same way I did it, I'm going to copy this text and move it upwards. I'll call this legend. Do the same line. Okay, let me change the line type to continuous line. Select this to make it a continuous line. Okay, and I'll copy. Let's copy. Select the line. I'll move it downwards like this. Pick on this, and I'll copy more. 2, 3, 4, 5. I will draw this down, copy, move it a little bit here. Now copy, move it a little bit here. I'll repeat the same command to draw my table and do this. Let's move this down or copy. Zoom in a bit. There's this. I'll call this type.